Everybody. Am I on? Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to the first graduation celebration at the Puget Sound Field Office. Today you get to be part of history. How exciting. I'm a history major. That kind of makes me happy. I'm Paige Mazzoni. I'm the CEO of Canine Companions. I'm very, very excited and grateful to see everyone here today. Thank you for joining us. This is the next stage in something we're doing a little differently. So this field office, which is supported by the amazing Aldera Foundation, who is here. Thank you, thank you. This field office is kind of what we are hoping is the wave of the future. So we have had, since 1975, for those of you who don't know, we have raised highly trained service dogs to provide to people with disabilities to give them more independence in their lives. We do this at no cost to the recipient, and we also follow up for life. We have done this historically through 6 regional campuses across the United States. But we realized about 5 years ago that as we grow, there are 2 things we need to do. One is we need to be in our communities where our clients and volunteers and donors are. We need to be closer to the people, if you will, not just operating out of 6 centers. And we also realized that if we can be a little more nimble and have a slightly skinnier version of ourselves, we can grow more and get closer to more of our community. So that's the point of this satellite office. And I'm very happy to say, thanks to the amazing team here and to a lot of volunteers and a lot of you and a lot of clients and a lot of donors, it's going really well. And we see this as we go into our 50th anniversary next year. We definitely do see this as the wave of the future. So right now we have 55 facility and service teams in Puget Sound and 80 in the state of Washington. We also have 30 puppy racers. And I want to do a shout out as well to the fosters, about 28 fosters. Where are you? Raise your hand if you're a foster. Our fosters are a new thing. One of the things about the satellite office or the field office that is different is we don't have kennels. So the idea is that the dogs come to school and then go home at night and on the weekends. It's a big ask, not as big an ask as puppy raising, but it's a big ask in a city like Seattle where there's a lot of traffic. So we are very, very, very grateful for those of you who are helping us get this concept off the ground. We do know that not only is it a skinnier version, it's also really pretty nice for the dogs. And it gets them a different kind of training. It gets them into a home environment more often. And for some dogs who really don't like kennels, it's their path to graduation where they wouldn't have made it before. So it's a really, really great thing. We're hoping we can get more and more people involved in the foster. So tell a friend, share a friend, spread the word. So since August of 2023, we have placed 12 teams out of this office, which is phenomenal and a lot of hard work from 2 young ladies over there who do great. And they are ramping their speed pretty quickly. We expect to be close to 20 teams total by the end of the year, which is really, really great. And from a historical trajectory, that's light speed. So that is what that means is more people get to experience the amazing benefit of having one of our service dogs and the impact on their lives. And it also means that our wait list gets shorter, which is something we really, really want. We really want to get more dogs to more people more quickly. So we have a lot of clients here today celebrating. One of the things that's different about the field office is we don't have the big traditional graduations we've normally had where you have 14 people at once. So what we're doing, this is the first time, is we're bringing together graduates from around the year together to have a big celebration. So this is exciting, and we thank you all for coming and being part of it. It means a lot to us. We have some other graduates here from not even placed here. Talking to you, Erica. So we're really, really grateful for people to come and support. So Joel is a principal at a local elementary school. He is with Strong. If you were here for the Heritage Society reception before, we all cried with him when he talked about the amazing impact Strong is having on students. Another client, Lori, was recently matched with her service dog Kit, who has a beautiful birthmark, and she is really excited to be, she's shared that she's really excited to be supported here in her backyard. 12-year-old Luca, who I don't think is here. Oh, is he? Oh, there you are. I'm sorry, Luca. I didn't. You snuck in on me. Was able to receive his dog while his mom could also support the rest of the family, and that might not have been able to happen if we didn't have this local office. So the other benefit of this that we're really excited about for our clients is sometimes it's a big ask to ask people to go to California for 2 weeks and stay that far away from home. And so one of the wonderful things about this field office is people can go through team training, which is our 2 weeks of matching with a dog, and go home at night. And that allows them to kind of keep their life going and not have to stop everything to get paired with their dog. So we're excited. We think this is very much the wave of the future. I can't tell you, for me, how much it means to see this many people here. This is really exciting. I think it's really nice for this team, who I cannot say enough how much have done. Quite honestly, with not a whole lot of direction on how to do it. We kind of were like, well, I don't know, figure it out. Tell us what you think. And they've done an amazing job. And that also includes Donna, Julia, and Ellen. There's 5 of them, 5 mighty warriors. So thank you all for being here. We have a lot to celebrate today. And now please join me in watching a video highlighting the incredible service and facility dog teams that we have placed out of the Puget Sound office.
That was really good. That was really good. Here, push, push. Good girl, girl, good. Tug, tug, that's it. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yes, yes. Lap, lap. That's it. Yes, 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 yes.
Good girl, good girl, good girl, good girl.
Sure, sure. One. Yes. One. Time. Yes. Time. Time. Good job. Good job. Good job.
I loved watching all of your faces while the video is playing. So fun. My name is Margaret Peterson. I am a program field representative with the Puget Sound Field Office here in Seattle. I've had the joy of teaching some of these team trainings and now get to present some of these students to you today. As Paige said, we recognize each of the graduates at the end of their 2-week team training. We have a private event with the graduates, the puppy raisers, and the fosters. And this is our opportunity to sort of have a public party. So thanks for coming to the party. So graduates, as you hear your names called, please come up right to the front because we do want to recognize you. I'll be calling up the graduates and the puppy raisers, and we will recognize you, and then you may be seated again. So first, I would like for Luca and Sarah with service dog Atticus to come up to the front, and then also Erica. So Luca was matched with Atticus. He is a male lab golden cross, one of the cutest ones ever. They all are. Atticus was raised by the Coffee Creek Correctional Facility with partnership with Heather Omart and by Erica Rathjen from Portland, Oregon. Atticus. We're going to see a little additional parties because they haven't necessarily seen each other recently. So Atticus was the first dog to enter training in the Puget Sound Field Office. He represented the dogs in training here doing demonstrations and such. Luca was matched with Atticus in our first team training. And together he's benefited from Atticus's love and skills during visits to Seattle Children's Hospital, as well as a trip to Ireland. You guys win the most traveled award. We know that wherever you go, you will be supported by Atticus's love and skills. So congratulations to Luca, Sarah, and Atticus, and to Erica. Next, we would like to, congratulations, Luca. Next, we would like to recognize Joel and Strong. Strong is a female lab golden cross who was raised by Teresa and Jenna Stenhouse of San Jose, California. They're not able to be here today, but hopefully watching on the live stream. As you can see, Strong is a small dog, but she has a large job. She graduated with Joel, but her job is to support about 700 students at Kokanee Elementary School. From starting the day with Strong Strollers, which is a club that was started to practice walking every morning, increasing fitness with the students, to using Visit and Cover to support students through heavy emotions. Strong is an important part of Kokanee Elementary School. And as they say, Kokanee Strong. Congratulations, Joel and Strong. Would Team Sparrow come up? Sparrow, Lauren, and Tater. Tater is a female black lab golden cross who was raised by Ann Collins and Sherry Rodenberger from San Jose, California, also. Lauren was looking for a dog to increase Sparrow's communication and mobility. As early as the second day of team training, we were having a conversation. Sparrow was sitting on the couch. Tater had jumped up on the couch also on command. She was all good. So they were snuggling. And Lauren and I were chatting, and all of a sudden, Sparrow started making some sounds, and then very clearly said, more. And we know she wanted more snuggles. So we wish you all the best with many more snuggles as a team together. Congratulations. Brittany, will you come join up front? And Chris Eddy, are you here today? Yes, come on up. Brittany came to the Puget Sound Field Office to get a hearing dog. She graduated with Alberta. Alberta is a female lab who was raised by Chris Eddy, who is local from Des Moines, Washington. Alberta alerts Brittany to various sounds, including the phone and the doorbell. And since graduating, Brittany has continued to progress those skills. And Alberta is now working on alerting not one, but 2 doorbells, one for guests at the front door, and one that Brittany's mother can ring from the apartment downstairs when she needs to get Brittany's attention. So, very cool story. Congratulations, team Brittany and Alberta. All right, Dawn and Blaine and Michelle, come on up. Blaine is a female lab Golden Cross who was raised by Aaron and Rob Clark of Healdsburg, California. They're not able to be here today either. But Dawn has benefited from the flexibility of the Puget Sound Field Office by taking part in a hybrid team training. He got a head start on team training by doing a virtual class and then some one-on-one practice sessions so that we could break up that everyday trip from Poulsbo. So that was a long drive. In addition to this, Dawn and Blaine, this gave them a time to work on bonding in between the days of class and also practice riding the ferry. Blaine will be supporting Dawn in daily life, snuggling during rest time, and enjoying his grandchildren together. Congratulations to Dawn, Michelle, and Blaine. Next, I'm going to recognize Sarah, who graduated with Service Dog Huddle. She's not able to be here today in person, but again, we hope that she is joining via live stream. Huddle is a male lab Golden Cross who was raised by the Hardeman County Correctional Facility in Tennessee. In addition to Anna Ariza from Florida. So he came from our Southeast region to join us here. Sarah has had a Canine Companion service dog previously, and she knows the value of a service dog and the tasks that they complete, such as picking up dropped items, opening doors, and being a stable presence in her life. In Sarah's words, Huddle enables mobility, dignity, and solace in a world that does not always accommodate me. So congratulations to Sarah and Service Dog Huddle. And then I would like to recognize Evan, Amanda, and Drew, who graduated with Calvin. Unfortunately, something came up and they're not able to be here today. But Calvin, a male lab Golden Cross, was raised by Kathy Chinu Campbell and Debbie Vanderford of Sacramento, California. Evan and Calvin are the perfect match. On the first day, when Evan met Calvin, his words were, Calvin likes 6-year-old boys. Calvin's puppy raiser describes Calvin as a 6-year-old in a dog body. So the two of them, perfect. Evan is looking forward to having Calvin tug off his jacket and maybe doing an occasional octopus course, which is what he called the obstacle course. Congratulations, team Evan and Calvin. Next, I would like to invite Colleen Riley to come up front to introduce the rest of our students.
Got to get my step stool out here. I'm here, I swear. Thank you, Margaret. As Margaret said, I am Colleen Riley. I'm a program field rep here at the Puget Sound Field Office. And I'm so happy to see everybody today, as the dogs are to see everybody. I'm going to continue with presenting the students. So Lori, if you and Kit could please join me. Kit the Fifth, a female lab golden cross, was raised in Oakland, California by Jennifer Bloom and David Blake, along with Tamer and Jenna Kirsch-Posner, who could not be here today. Lori actually spoke at our Puget Sound Field Office open house last September in this exact spot about how excited she was to receive her successor dog. I think that's awesome. Little did she know that her future dog had arrived from California that day and was in the room listening. Lori and Kit were matched just a short few weeks later, right here, and have been wonderful together ever since, going back and forth to California and Seattle. Kit helps Lori live independently, helping pick up items that fall out of reach and tugging open heavy doors. Congratulations, Lori and successor dog Kit. Ethan and Kathy, you guys are next. And Dave and Allie, if you want to join me too. Hamish III, a male lab golden cross, was raised locally by Dave and Allie Thurman of Kenmore, Washington. Ethan was first introduced to Canine Companions at his school, where Lottie works with her owner, Janet. Kathy came to Canine Companions looking for a calm dog to help Ethan engage with the world. I remember on their first field trip together, Ethan introduced Hamish to someone in the store, all on his own, very clearly saying, "This is my service dog, Hamish III." I'll never forget the look on Kathy's face when she saw the two boys interacting with a stranger independently, all on their own. It was wonderful. Congratulations, Ethan and service dog Hamish. Next, I would like to recognize Kim with successor facility dog Lilicoy. They could not be here today, but Lilicoy, a female golden retriever, was raised in Oregon by Carmelita Oftenhide, and John Longchamps. Kim has had a facility dog from us previously, Galise, where they worked together for 7 years, and Kim came to us looking for a successor dog so that Galise could retire and live out her retirement on the couch, as she deserves. Enter Lilicoy, Lily, as we call her, a happy, interactive, smart, bubbly golden retriever. Lilicoy has already started working alongside Kim with physical therapy patients in various treatment sessions within the hospital. Congratulations, Kim and successor facility dog Lilicoy. Courtney, can you guys join me up on stage? Whitaker, a male lab golden cross, was raised in Folsom, California by Judy and Lee Friedman. I'll let you figure out who his trainer was. They could not be here today, but I hope they're watching. Courtney and her facilitators, Jan, Ken, and Kirian, were looking for a dog for Courtney to be her consistent friend in a world of ever-changing people. A dog who could help alert caregivers when Courtney needs help and be there for her all the time. Courtney and Whitaker bonded instantly. From their very first interaction, Courtney was calling Whitaker my darling. And it was the sweetest thing to see. Whitaker quickly started picking up on Courtney's hand signals and learning his name sign and what help meant. And it was so wonderful to see them communicating together. Congratulations to Team Whitaker and Courtney. And last but not least, we have Patricia and Simon. Gina, if you want to come up too. Yes, save the best for last, exactly. So Simon, a male Labrador Retriever, was raised by Gina and Derek Arthurs of Lincoln, California. Patricia actually received her first canine companions dog in 1996, and now came back to us looking for a calm, well-mannered dog that would allow her to confidently go out independently without worrying if she happened to drop one of her sticks or had a heavy door that needed to be tugged open, and she didn't need to bring Marty with her then. Enter Simon, a cool, calm, confident guy, ready to work at a moment's notice and pick up the sticks as soon as they fall. This team graduated yesterday, so I can't wait to see the adventures you guys will go on in the future. Congratulations, Patricia, and successor service dog, Simon. That is all of the students for today, but we're not done. I'd like to invite Kristen to come on up to recognize our fosters and volunteers.
Thanks, Colleen. Yes, hi everyone. I'm Kristen Dombrowski. I am the Executive Director of the Northwest Region of Canine Companions. And I want to take this time to express my sincere gratitude to our volunteers. We could not do this amazing work without you. Your dedication and commitment have made a profound impact on our ability to fulfill our mission and to support our community, so thank you so much. To our puppy raisers, thank you for playing an important role in the beginning stages of our dogs' lives and making sure they become successful service dogs. Unique to our Puget Sound Field Office, our foster program involves volunteer fosters who open their hearts and their homes to the dogs in professional training here in Seattle. We appreciate the space in your homes that you provide for the dogs, the many miles driven to and from this office to pick up and drop off the dogs so that they can be trained, and the selflessness it takes to care for these dogs before letting them graduate with the client whose life will be forever changed. Thank you for making this undertaking of this unique office possible, as the generosity of opening your homes to our dogs is what allows this space to flourish and grow in Washington. So I think we're going to ask our fosters to come up on stage. I'd like to take a moment to recognize and appreciate each foster and the dogs they cared for. So we have Sandy Chamberlain, foster of Facility Dogs Strong and Service Dogs Tater the Fourth and Huddle. And another one. Denise Pollitt, foster of Facility Dog Lilicoy and Service Dog Huddle. Jeannie Johnson, the foster of Service Dog Kit the Fifth. Linda Stefanini, foster of Service Dogs Atticus and Blaine. Claudia Peters, foster for Service Dog Alberta. Philip and Kimmins Nonast, fosters of Service Dog Hamish. Nancy Rignell, the foster for service dog Hamish. Colleen Riley, the foster of service dog Whitaker, and impressive caretaking of Whitaker. Monica Mees, foster of service dog Calvin. And Liz Huntley and John Tapaccio, fosters of service dog Simon. So none of this would have been possible without these volunteers that share the same passion and devotion to our mission of enhancing independence in new ways throughout the state of Washington. So thank you to all of you. We really appreciate it. And now I'd like to welcome Lauren Soini. She is the mother and facilitator of her daughter Sparrow and service dog Tater, who graduated from our Puget Sound Field Office in December. So you can come on up, Lauren. Are you okay with the mic on the stand, or do you want me to move it over for you? You can do this, so you don't have to go behind the door.
Come on, Tater. You gonna stand back there? Well, thank you all so much for being here. I was asked to share a little bit about our experience with Canine Companions. So, Team Tater was assembled just before Christmas, and I can tell you it was a gift, an absolute gift. Halfway through the training, as Margaret mentioned, we began to see an uptick in Sparrow's verbalization, and at home, I noticed she was more able to navigate her space, both in crawling and in gait training, just after a week, less than a week. It was really amazing to see Sparrow's world open up like that. Having the local Canine Companion office made training so much more accessible for us. I was so thankful that we could sleep in our own beds and didn't need to travel all the way down to Southern California. I love you, Southern California, it's just a long way. I was glad for Tater's sake. It gave her a chance to adjust overnight to our home, and then I could return to this training center and ask questions about our specific space. Very, very helpful. I was also able to come back a few months later. I had some specific questions about some walking, and Margaret graciously gave us a half-an-hour tutorial plus a nail trimming tips. She just said, pop by, and helped us, and it was amazing, so great. Last winter, Sparrow began to have substantial circulation issues. We saw specialists, we had scans, but there wasn't one main cause. It was a little bit due to seeding, but there were other things that we just couldn't pinpoint. Why were her feet turning purple every time she was, doing an activity? All we could do was keep warming pads and pressure on her feet at night, and it was just a lot of extra work. Finally, one night after Sparrow had come home from school with very purple feet, I called Tater into her room, and I did something I said I would never do. I gave Tater the jump command, and she jumped up on Sparrow's bed at her feet, laid down, stayed there all night. And the next morning when I checked her feet, they were warm and pink. And it was such a relief. Oh man, that was a good dog Tater moment. Tater also joined us for an overnight hospital stay at Children's Hospital on April 8th. Sparrow had an orthopedic procedure. The children's staff did an amazing job at supporting us having a service dog there. I could tell groundwork had been laid. And when we did our recertification just last week, Margaret told me, oh yes, we have there's an individual there with a facilities dog that has run many trainings. And I could tell each of the staff had been schooled on how to interact with the service dog, how to help. They even gave us a mat for the dog in our hospital room. It was kind of amazing. So your work is being seen, and Children's was a great place to have the service dog. I have to admit, Tater helped me keep calm in the waiting room, which is historically an anxious place for me. And that evening during our overnight stay, Sparrow wasn't coping with the pain very well. Sparrow has had trouble with opiates being a little hard on her system, but the nurse came in and said, you know, Sparrow's heart rate's too high. She's gonna need something heavier in order to get her to sleep. And I had tried so hard to avoid that for her because I know how much more complicated it makes recovery. And I said, do you think we could put Tater on the bed? And the nurse said, well, it's worth a try. So once again, I gave Tater the jump command. I kid you not, 15 minutes, over the next 15 minutes, I saw Sparrow's heart slowly but surely come down, and she fell asleep without the heavy meds. This is the first time our family has had a dog of any kind. So I am very much in the learning process still. It has been immensely helpful to have you guys close by. I am so grateful that you are nearby and that there is an immense amount of support. I can attest to the nimbleness, everybody get behind and push kind of nature that this group of people has shown. Another example, when I called just before we were matched with Tater, I called, and I think Margaret and a few other folks were moving furniture. She answered the phone a little bit out of breath because everybody was working to get this office up and running. So that attests to everybody's willingness to kind of chip in. Yes. Tater does so much for Sparrow, you know, all the typical things, brings her toys when she's dropped them. The cover command is essential, so is the visit. We're so thankful for all the training that she already has mastered. We learned to chain commands, and we've gotten Tater to bring Sparrow's AFOs when I'm rushing in the morning. So I'm very thankful when Tater shows up with the AFOs and keeps coming with the second one and then the shoes. The relief in my own heart is immense. Just to have somebody else working beside me, I am so grateful. I want to thank everybody that has cared for Tater. We're grateful for everything that Canine Companions has made possible for our family. So thank you.
Rule number 1, never follow a graduate. Thank you. That was amazing. So we are coming to the end here. I do want to acknowledge, I've seen 2. Hopefully I'm not missing anyone. There are 2 graduates here from other graduations, but they live in the area. And this is what I think is so cool. They're here. So Cheryl and Strabi, thank you for coming. And Erica and Kate, thank you for being here. This has been pretty amazing. That was a good segue to one of the things I think we want to reflect on is everything that has had, this is a really weird microphone. I'm just gonna Never, no, I'm not. I want to reflect on the last year. This really has been a labor of love. I want to thank the team. I want to thank Eldera very much. If you were here for the Heritage Society, I said Tammy has not only been generous and kind of helped make sure that we got the financial support, she's also been invaluable in terms of ideas and connections and advice. And here's, you might want to think of it this way, and you've made us better, and you've helped us have a path for the future, so thank you. We're not letting you go away. And just a thank you to all of you. This community, I remember when we announced that we were going to do an office here, the number of emails and calls and what can we do? We're so excited. We want to support you. We want this to work. We're so excited you're coming to us. We're going to make this a huge success. So many of you are in this room. It means a lot when you're doing something new as an organization and you're taking a chance to have people believe in it so much and believe in the team so much and be so willing to come in and build things in the room and, oh, I can help you with that. It not only helps practically, it helps mentally and emotionally and everything else. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This is such a success. Congratulations to the team. Thank you for letting us be part of your world. Know that we are here. I am not useful with a dog at all, but they're really good at it. My dog has no manners at all. But thank you all for being here, and please stay. We have refreshments and goodies and time to visit. So